What is up, YouTube's Mountain Man Magic, and we got our 14th draft. We're trying to bounce back from not an unlucky draft number 13, but one where we finally got our first Planeswalker and a Johnny, and I think it was a disappointing 2-1. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. But here we go, draft number 14, bouncing back, searching for that trophy. Now, Mentor the Meek, I think, is a very strong card, and it's probably our pick here. It's just one of the better rares in the set for limited. Getting that card advantage is super nice. Big fan of it. Diamond Mare, I like a lot. Gaspark Twins is a pretty nice green card, especially in green, having some ramp, having some just big bodies, all you want. Siegebreaker Giant, cool card. Abnormal Endurance, big fan of this card. I mean, there's a lot of good playables. Skyscanner, Lich's Caress, all these are nice, but I'm just a fan of Mentor the Meek, so I'm gonna take the rare. Whoa, there's no way everyone has all these same avatars. Sandro R, the Night Owl, fast. Well, you're not very fast because you haven't even picked a card yet. Thug the Pug, interesting. Black Lettuce, Thomas 04, and then Palmiotti. Hey, that's us. Okay. Now, Open the Graves is a pretty fun, pretty cool card, but you need some decent synergies with it. You got to make sure you play it out at a decent time in the game. You know, it comes with more risk, but it does give you some pretty high upside. Skilled Animator, I think, is my favorite card in this set. I'm just a big fan of this card. We kind of have it going right now with the white-blue. That can definitely work. And there's nothing else in this set, or in this pack, that's very exciting. So I think I'm going to take the Animator, and maybe we end up in white-blue. I would not be upset about that. But yeah, Skilled Animator, my favorite card in the set thus far. Let's do it. All right, a Johnny's Welcome. This card is probably something I would have really liked to have in our last pack, especially having a Johnny in it. You know, I think he would have felt more at home because we only got to play him, even attempt to play him in one of 6 games. But that's just how it goes sometimes. And of course, he got canceled. Very sad. But beyond that, what else do we have? We got something like Anticipate I'm a fan of. Surge Mare is definitely annoying if you are trying to go for that mid to late game. Anticipate. I like Anticipate a lot. Is there anything else in here that I'm a big fan of? We could even think of taking something like a Field Creeper. You play that turn 2 and then turn 5 pump it up into a 5/5. That's not too shabby. But I think I'm happier taking something like a Surge Mare or an Anticipate. And now my thought goes to, do I want the potential card draw or do I want the creature that can help us rummage and such? I think I'm going to take the Surge Mare, actually. I'm not a huge fan of this card, but if stuff is slow or your opponent has a really slow start, Surge Mare can help you either pull ahead or keep putting down some pretty strong cards. Now, Mirror Image, good card. Just, you know, nothing to complain about there. We could grab the Anticipate here, but I'm actually not too upset passing 2 of these. We keep cutting blue. White seems pretty weak coming from us, but green seems fairly open. So maybe Mentor, you're just not looking super strong. Like Dreadmaw and Druid of the Cowl, those are really promising looking cards. But I think Mirror Image is just all around better at the moment. So I'm gonna take the mirror. We'll stay on blue, not jump to another color right away. And okay, so Thud, here was the bane of our existence in our last draft. Our opponent just had Thud at all the perfect times, so that was a bit unfortunate. But Diamond Mare is a nice pickup for us. It works well with the blue deck. It works well with Skilled Animator. It's just an all-around nice card for us. So I'm happy to take this, and it's fairly late in this pack. So I'm gonna, and another one? Say what? Could also grab a Divination. Wow, okay. I think we've seen Mighty Leap and Take Vengeance like 3 packs in a row. No, but Take Vengeance was in the last pack, a foily one. We've already seen a Mighty Leap, but I'm happy to take another Diamond Mare here. Although Divination is quite nice. Between Diamond Mare and Divination, but if we're going to go anywhere near an artifact deck, having 2 artifacts like Diamond Mare is pretty awesome. And now here, we don't see much. There's not very exciting picks going on. Field Creeper could definitely work. And maybe it has the higher upside. There's nothing here I really want for the sideboard. Red is kind of meh to me. Black is kind of meh to me. So yeah, maybe we'll just take the Field Creeper and see what happens. because blue is looking fairly decent. I mean, we're getting some decent cards passed to us. Now we see Marauder's Axe or a Millstone. We haven't tried the Mill Strat yet. That could be interesting. But look, no white and basically an unplayable blue card in this format. But I think I'm okay taking a Marauder's Axe here. Do I want the Millstone? No, I don't think I'm not a big fan of the Mill Strat. Okay, see, now this is pretty nice. We get an Anticipate or we get a Scholar of the Stars, and we already have potentially 4 artifacts if we need them. So I think I'm going to take the Scholar here. And I'll take a second Scholar, sure. That's not too shabby. So Marauder's Axe, I think, is definitely making the cut now. And Field Creeper's a fine fill-in if it ends up being able to draw us a card or be turned into a 5/5. I'm just really hoping that we can get fortunate enough to pull off and get passed to us another Animator or draw one. Or we draw a Tezzeret. Let's go 2 drafts in a row with a Planeswalker. That's almost as good as getting a trophy. Who's the Slowpoke? Is it Fast? Yeah, come on, Fast. I believe in you. You can do it. Who's the other? Black Lettuce. You two, are you guys like chatting? You guys in the draft together? Hey, what are you picking? I don't know. I just let it auto draft for me. I hope we can make Mentor of the Meek work. Because right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have plenty of triggers for this card if it ends up working out. Ooh, we could take Trusty Pack Beast. That's not a terrible grab. A Johnny's Welcome. Like, this card is fine. It's just not... I'm always hesitant to play it, especially if we're not, like, super aggro, super low curve. Yeah, we'll take a Drill Master. Sure. I'm just going to take the Thud. I don't see us playing Knight's Pledge in this deck. Okay, so we got some decent fill-ins. Like, Trusty Pack Beast is nice because it can get us back something like a Diamond Mare. Or just any artifact you get back with it makes this card instantly better. But if it's like your only turn 3 play, then you're a little bummed out because now it's just a 2/3 for 3, but that's still a fine blocker for the early game. You can make it do some stuff. What's up next? This is Draft League number 3402. Hey, Gearsmith Prodigy is not completely terrible. Okay, and now... So Crucible of Worlds is nice in the sense that it's worth more than a penny. Enigma Drake, I like this card a lot, but I'm not really looking to jump to red right now for just that card, because we also don't have any sorceries or instants. Speaking of sorcery and instants, though, Essence Scatter is probably my favorite blue common, and I think probably the best blue common, so I'm going to just slam that down, no questions asked. And now we have another shot at a third Anticipate. Well, we don't have a third, but this is like the third one we've seen. Or we grab another Mirror Image. Or we could even grab a Leonin Vanguard, which is interesting. But I think Gearsmith Guardian is actually the best pickup for us here. I really like this card. It's another artifact. And we do need to kind of have a top end in this deck, especially if we end up not getting enough skilled animators to consistently have those out. So I think Gearsmith Guardian is pretty nice. Although, Mirror Image, that's a bummer to pass one. But I like Gearsmith Guardian a lot. I think I'm happy taking that guy. Ooh, Hieromancer's Cage. The eyes go right to that, which is, I think, a better version than Luminous Bonds. Some people like Bonds more just because it's cheaper, and 90% of the time you use this on a creature. But this also gets it off the battlefield completely, so they can't do any types of abilities or shenanigans. So we'll take the Hieromancer's Cage. One of the issues with the blue-white deck is the removal bit, if you don't get, the few options that are actually available to us. So pretty happy to see that. Oh, another Essence Scatter. Could take something like the Snapping Drake, or maybe Splash for Bloodlord, but nope. For me, I'm really high on Essence Scatter, so I'm happy to just play. If they pass us 6 Essence Scatters, I would play all 6 Essence Scatters. Now that we're getting a bit more sorcery instant, something like what's our merfolk friend? Scholar. The 2 blue and 3 colorless. You know what I'm talking about. One of those could be really nice for us. Switcheroo's pretty good here. We got a decent amount of creatures. We could take a 3rd Scholar. Nope. We could take a 2nd Gearsmith. Definitely an option, but I'm pretty happy to take Switcheroo here. And then, like, Wall of Mist, Vanguard, Dwarven Priest is probably our best pickup here. There's some pretty nice black cards in here. I like Bogart Brute a lot. One of my favorite common red cards. But we'll keep an eye on Dwarven Priest. Gain in Life is nice. It triggers Mentor of the Meek. It's a fairly solid card. Nothing wrong with that at all. We're just, man, Pack 3 has to be pretty kind to us. Because skilled animators are so good. So good. And you just sometimes, you got to have luck on your side that people pass them to you. Gallant Cavalry, that's not a bad... Ooh, Starcrown Stag, though. I've liked Stag more than Cavalry because the 2/2s in this format, there's, I think, a lot more 2 toughness, or 3 toughness, 2 power type creatures, 2/3s that are just much better at blocking these than they were in Dominaria. And Starcrown Stag, the fact that it taps down stuff, the 3 toughness, just all around big fan of this card. The artwork's pretty sweet. Like, look at this. Look at how majestic this thing is. Pretty. White as starlight on snow. It appears only on the eve of the winter solstice. Well, how does it eat? Is it just hibernating all year? How long are their years? That's what we see. There's so many questions that brings up. Right now, what would I be happy with? I'd be happy to get something like an explosive apparatus. Obviously, another 2 animators. A Tezzeret. Something that helps us have just a bit stronger deck. Something like a Knight of the Tusk. That's not terrible. Yeah. Go for some bit of a top end. Could take an Inspired Charge too. That could be interesting, but I'm okay taking Knight of the Tusk here, I think. Especially if we can throw something like the Marauder's Axe on it. Just having a vigilance creature can sometimes be pretty difficult to deal with. And now we wait. I think we need to email Wizards and say they have to change their name. I mean, obviously I'd probably never do that because that would involve wasting time for a bad joke. Although I'm all about telling bad jokes. See, this says red. This says everything must progress. I guess actually it says everything must stop because it's red, but this tells me nope, it's like we're forcing your hand, but not really. Okay, wow. So no one's in the artifact deck or the enchantment deck. Do we take another Field Creeper? That doesn't seem super exciting. Do we take the Enchanter? Why? Exactly. Jeez. Maybe we take the Novice Knight just in case we end up running against a deck that's super aggressive. Rustring Falcon and Marauder's Axe can actually do work. Like, no doubt. But I think anticipates our grab here. It just helps add a little bit of consistency to what we're doing. It makes sure that we're going to have a card in our hand that we want more often than not. Yeah, we need Pack 3 to be pretty kind to us. I don't want to play a second Axe. I don't think I want the Falcon. I'll take the Anticipate. Uncomfortable Chill? Sure. Oh boy. Revitalize, Ghost Form. I think I'd be more likely to play Revitalize than Ghost Form. Come on. So right now this deck is just looking average. We have an average deck. There's a few cards I think that would definitely push it to above average. And I've seen Watching other drafts on YouTube, I've seen some crazy pack threes where people get past like 2 animators and just stupid good cards. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, not at all. Catalyst Elemental, no one wants that card. Okay. Here comes Tezzeret. Here comes Escape Shift. Poison Tip Archer. Aviation Pioneer would be a nice grab. Definitely works with what we're trying to do. Explosive Apparatus. Again, we could use one, but I'm happier with Aviation Pioneer here. Gets us an artifact option on curve. Invoke the Divine would be nice too. But yeah, we'll take the Aviation Pioneer. It's a fairly good pickup for us. Another Essence Scatter or the Bugler. That's kind of what I'm between right now. Bugler is going to hit almost every time, and we already have 2 Essence Scatters. So I think Bugler here is a great pickup for us. Oh, man. Oh, so many options. Skyrider Patrol, for me, is 100% worth splashing, which we can't really do consistently right now. But it's got such good upside. And, I mean, we've played, what, like 3 or 4 decks with it? If I wasn't to take it, it's probably the Disperse. I guess you could take the Cavalry. We do need maybe one more 4 or 5 drop. I think Skyrider Patrol's just got such high upside. We don't have any double cost except for, well, I guess Surge Mare, yeah, but Knight of the Tusk. I'm going to take this. It's the riskier pick, but if we end up getting a tap land, I'll be pretty happy about it. Man, we've seen another Mythic that's basically unplayable, but it's there. So here in this pack, we could actually grab Invoke the Divine. I don't think I want a second Anticipate. And Invoke the Divine is going to be much better for us in certain matchups. Ooh, we did it. Oh, we got a second one. That makes me so happy. Sad to see an Aviation Pioneer go away, but ooh, that was so good for us. Oh my goodness, and we get Aerial Engineer. That's like slam it down. Dwindle would be great for us. Salvage Our Secrets. That was a card I was thinking I'd want earlier as well, but getting an Aerial Engineer there, now I feel pretty happy. Like these 2 cards alone up the power of our deck considerably. Now, cards I'd be willing to take out. Drill Master is a fringe play for me right now. Only because the only thing that's really going to pump up is something like a Surge Mare or a Diamond Mare, which I'm not necessarily looking to attack with aggressively. If I can, sure. Nothing wrong with that. But with 2 animators, I'm almost more tempted to play something like a Field Creeper. Okay, this pack doesn't do anything for us. In no way is it exciting. So there's really nothing here that's playable for us. We could take another Field Creeper, but we already have 1, and I doubt we're throwing 2 in here since we got lucky and pulled off a couple Diamond Mares. So I think I'm just going to take the rare. Is this worth more than a Reliquary Tower? I don't know. Okay, we got the option to splash black, which doesn't help. Could take another Scholar of the Stars, or Scholar of Stars. Sorry. Sure. Sure, we'll do that. Ooh, I'm so happy we got a second animator. Good times. And I don't think I've had to play with Aerial Engineer yet. You're just, if we have an artifact, right, then you become a 4/4 flyer. And with that, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 options to get you down with a flyer ready. Like another Guardian, that would make me really happy. We could probably cut the Knight of Tusk then if we get another Gearsmith Guardian. I'm actually feeling playing this Field Creeper over this Drill Master. That might be crazy. I do not disagree with that. But I think right now we have so many things that want artifacts on the board as quickly as possible that I feel okay about it. What else do we got going on? We're at 17 creatures. That's pretty high for a blue-white deck. We could cut one for the Invoke, as I think every deck usually runs some type of enchantment or artifact. Now this is interesting because I'd be pretty happy playing an explosive apparatus. And I think that's our best. Like, we don't need a second invoke. I don't think we need a second trusty pack beast. So let's take that. We already have one to comfortable chill. We already have one Knight of the Tusk. Which one do we want? I'll take the Knight. Oh, we could have gone for the mill strat, everyone. We lost it. Yeah, we'll take you. Maybe we can do some fun constructed mill stuff. Ooh, Anticipate makes it this far around. Okay. We got options for a second one. And another Field Creeper. And an Oaken Form. And another Plains. Okay. Don't know why those have to be in order, but they do. So, what do we want to cut? Do we cut the Knight of the Tusk and call it a day? Yeah, I think we do this, and we could even think of doing 16 lands, but I think 17's okay. We have some decent card draw. We've got a little bit of digging, some rummaging. So, yeah, let's do 17. Let's add some basic lands. I think 7-10 works. We don't need a Plains until turn 3, which is really convenient. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, let's try this. We'll see in match 1. And match 1, we're up against Mr. Green Purple. And yes, we will play first. And this is a pretty solid starting hand. We've got some nice, kind of a nice curve out, you know. We're going to go Diamond Mare into Diamond Mare. And I'm going to play 2 islands just in case we do draw our fish horse. What is it? Can't even remember its name. But we're going to name white because that's the only color we have of spells. Now we're playing another, ooh, our nemesis, the blue-red deck. Yes. Departed Deckhand. Awesome. What is it? Whenever it's the target of a spell, not an ability. All right, we're flooding a little bit. That's never fun. And we'll say white again, which is kind of nice. Now we gain 2 life every time we play a white spell. No complaints there. All right, deck, now we just need gas. We've got all the land we could ever want. Just help us out. We're taking 2. What's nice is we can get rid of this with anything we target it with, but we also win the race right now. Ooh, that's an annoying card to play against. Just given bodies. Oh my goodness. Okay, let the flood begin. So I think we attack here. I'm okay attacking. And then we get to play our Starcon Stag and gain 2 life, so it helps mitigate this annoying Departed Deckhand damage. And we're back. Now, if they have something annoying like their own skilled animator, that could be an issue. Or they could just electrify our creature. Also annoying. It wouldn't really be all that annoying if we had more spells in our hand. But unfortunately, we do not. And we've now drawn 5 land in a row. Okay. I'm going to attack with 1. I don't want to Hieromancer's Cage this because, I mean, they still now have 4 or 5 cards in hand. I'm assuming they have something more threatening than a 2/2. And our deck will eventually give us spells. Whether or not we live that long remains to be seen. Like Enigma Drake. I'm happier throwing Hieromancer's Cage on Enigma Drake than the Departed Deckhand. There's our other card I was talking about. And what's nice about this is this can get through just about all of their blockers. Do I want to play this now on the Enigma Drake? Because they have Disperse. If they just disperse it, then I'm going to be real sad. They can't disperse this. So we could get rid of it, but then the issue is we cannot deal with the flyer at all. You know what? I think we just pass. I think we pass. Because we're also probably going to have plenty of mana to play literally whatever else we draw, praying that it's not another mana. Our opponent also seems to have plenty of mana in their hand as well. Okay, so we're taking 4 here. Yep, it's a bit unfortunate. Okay, see now there's a great target for our Hieromancer's Cage. Oh my goodness. We did it. We did it, team. We've drawn, what is it now, 8 mana to 5 spells. You don't see that every day. And what are we targeting? Don't worry, we're going to target the big annoying thing. Okay, and what's nice is if we attack with this, it'll let us rummage our land. So that's pretty convenient. Attack. Hitting them for some damages. Yes. Go away. Okay, now the problem is we're taking 4 every turn, if not more, if they play a spell like a sorcery or an instance. So what would be great is if we could get rid of this deckhand. Or get a flyer out there. Why not both? That would be great. Waiting for Mr. Green Purple. All right, we're taking 4 again. Not ideal. So we're on a 2-turn clock. 2-turn clock. Is it about to be hastened? A little bit, because now they're going to kill our Surge Mare. Potentially next turn. Upkeep. Skilled Animator. So we can play both. Let's play you out first and draw a card. Mirror Image enters the battlefield as a target of a card we already have. So I think we just Animator here and swing, or we could Surge Mare. Well, because if we play Animator, they're going to electrify whatever they're just gonna electrify this, and then we no longer have our 5/5. Or do we just attack with the Surge Mare, make them block? Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty much, done for regardless. But you know what? I'm gonna Mirror Image and target the Scholar of Stars and see if we can draw something that can save us next turn. Or they could just counter it and call it a day. Trying to draw an answer. Need an answer. Field Creeper is not the answer. Pass turn. What are they playing? Oh, I guess in a way it's pretty funny that they return their spell, because now Enigma Drake doesn't do any damage. They got 2 cards in it. Maybe they just have land. All right, we're taking at least 4 here. And they still have Electrify up. All right. Why didn't they attack with their flyer? I don't know. Gearsmith's Guardian. Welp. I don't think it's worth showing them anything else. We just lose here. Okay. Do we have a way to deal with these flyers better? Not really. Like, we can definitely beat this deck. We just got to get cards over land, you know? Yes, we want to play first. This is keepable. It's not ideal, but we'll run with it. We can go turn 2 Axe, turn 3 nothing. No, we're going to go turn 3 Skilled Animator because we're going to draw it here. I believe. Oh, Field Creeper's not bad. Something to attack with. Play your Departed Deckhand again. Ooh, Surge Mare. It would be unfortunate if our opponent didn't come up with the perfect creature. And now we have our Mentor, but we don't have our Plains. So now we do really need a Plains. And the unfortunate part is we can't block either. They're doing it main phase, which in a way I guess is okay. It's just unfortunate that we've somehow drawn all of our top end. Which isn't much. I mean, 4-drop and a 5-drop is a pretty low top end. What are they discarding? I guess what's nice is we get to swing back for 4. So there's that. Assuming we don't draw land. They get rid of Salvager of Secrets. Interesting. Oh boy. I think we just keep up Essence Scatter rather than swing for 4. It's definitely unfortunate. Mana flooded last game, mana screwed. It just wouldn't be right if we ever got to do a full match without mana issues. End combat. No attacks. They're not doing anything. Okay. They're seeing right through our plans. Ooh, see now I'm thinking they have their own counter. And we can't draw land. So I think we just play it off. We're just going to act like we got nothing. I'm not going to play Animator into 4 blue. Yeah, sure. We'll get... No. No flying annoying creature for you. 4th land for us. Psych. But we can play Animator and turn our Axe into a 5/5. Or do we want to just turn Field Creeper into a 5/5? No, we'll turn the Axe into a 5/5. I'm happy we drew this card. Nothing wrong with that. Do they want to throw away the Mare? No way. Okay. There's their red mana. Something's getting electrified. Or they're going to play their Enigma Drake. Something bad for us is about to happen. Mr. Green Purple. Doesn't green and purple just make brown? Hey, they got electrify. They did it. That's all right, bud. We got a second one, and it's coming. What is nice, though, is once we draw a 4th land that isn't a Plains, dang nabbit, is we can equip, so then if they try to attack, we can offer that trade and keep up Essence Scatter. That's not bad. Could play Scholar of the Stars, too. But I'm happy keeping up Essence Scatter here. Especially if they have something annoying like that, which we can't do anything about. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, all we need is a plains. Oh my goodness. Hey, we did it. Okay, and do we play down Mentor of the Meek, or do we keep up Essence Scatter? We're going to add to the board because we got to start winning a race. And we're not attacking, but next turn, just you wait. What do we discard? Switcheroo and, wow, they just got to draw two cards. Whew. Yeah, now not having Essence Scatter up makes me pretty nervous. Fortunately, they can't attack, although we don't have anything that's going to trigger Mentor of the Meek. No attacks. That's awesome. There's no way. They just pass. They have 6 mana up and they just pass. Okay. Okay. So if we have 6 mana, we cannot do 2 things. My assumption is they have a counter spell, if not multiple counter spells. So if we have 6, I'm going to play one of the 4 drops. Do I go for the one that draws us a card or the one that gets us in for mass damage? Let's do this one. Yep. Bone to Ash, even worse. We cannot Essence Scatter that. Begin combat. We could attack with both, but then they pump this and they kill our mentor. That doesn't really work. But then they take 4, which isn't all bad. And they have Anticipate. Okay. That wasn't the worst turn for us, but if this keeps drawing them multiple cards, since we were a little mana screwed. All right, what do we discard? Oh my goodness. Whew. That's painful. Our other animator and two lands again. Boy, oh boy. Did we bring Invoke the Divine in? I don't know. At this point, it's probably too late anyway. I mean, they just have so many cards. Omen Speaker. Is that worth countering? No. No, it is not. Because we know they have bigger stuff. And Omen Speaker, yeah, it's annoying, but it's not going to... That won't be the reason we lose. I'll just say that. Another one? Oh my goodness. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Do we want to trade the Field Creeper for their Omen Speaker? Sure, why not? Oh, we don't have a blue creature though, so this is just going to be a 3/5. Alright, yeah, we're playing you. Alright, team. We just have been getting brutalized. Diamond Mare, Trusty Pack Beast, Aerial Engineer. Wow, so they only got to draw 1 off that. But we we're losing 6 cards a turn. So we're on a 2-turn clock again. They've got 8 cards in hand. This is all but over, unfortunately. Now, if they just go to play a huge creature here, we can swing for 5/7. So we could put them on a 2-turn clock. That isn't really worth countering, though. It's annoying. Yep. And it's going to mean that we can only get in for really 5 damage next turn. And now we just draw nothing but lands. Oh, it's just 2. We're going to equip. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm just scooping because there's no way we win. GG's. That's just painful. Alright, match 2. And for match 2, we get... See, this is a great hand. Where are these kind of hands? Where are they? They're hiding from us. Alright. Well, I guess like 4 land isn't ideal for us, but I'll still take it. The fact that we have both colors is nice. Ooh, we're playing against red-green, potentially. And this works because we can Essence Scatter if they play a creature, or we can anticipate if they do nothing. Millstone. We will take the Surge Mare, because it's the only non-land card. Alright, so there's a good card for us. Let's play out Aviation Pioneer, and then next turn swing for 5 in the air, and hope they don't have something annoying like a Plummet or a Shock. Wow, 4 color bad stuff. Soon to be probably 5 color bad stuff. Now I'm excited for our token to... Nope, okay, if they just F6'd, it appears. Alright, swing for 6. Like, if you're playing 4 or 5 colors in this format, I commend you. Because it's just not as easy to splash in this format. But we'll see why they're doing it here in a second. Poison Tip Archer, can't Essence Scatter it. That's a bummer. That is unfortunate. Upkeep. Kind of bummed we didn't draw land there. But we could Field Creeper and Surge Mare. Alright, let's see if they're willing to trade. Okay. And that's okay by us, because we're going to go Field Creeper. And you know what, let's just keep up Essence Scatter. Yeah, they're on that mill plan for sure, but I'm okay. Yeah, doing this, just go away. Quit trying to kill our creatures. We are not about that life. All right. Now, do we go Surge Mare, Mirror Image? Yes. Mirror Image our Animator, make the Field Creeper into a 5/5. Yeah, we'll mill 2. What'd we mill? Plains and a Gearsmith. Not ideal, but not a big deal. All right, they're at 7. We've got a pretty decent board. They do have 3 cards in hand, though. What do they got? What's happening? Lots of blue. They're keeping up red and black, and I guess any color with the Manalith. What's their big 4-drop? What's their slightly less big 3-drop? What's their different color mana tapped for? Okay, Engineer. Hey, I recognize that card. How do I recognize that card? And a Hungering Hydra for 2. Got it. I guess it does block anything else we play. So we will attack with these 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean I'll trade Surge Mare for Engineer. I think that's fine. Knock him down to 2 and combat main. And say go. I guess wait, if I attack with everything there, do we just win? Am I that dumb? Yep. Yes, I am. They're drawing cards, though. So there's hope. They got a land. I guess I was just way too conservative last turn. Look at me being a smart guy. Alright, let's try this again. Swing with everything. They got something. I mean, I know you got something. Okay, uncomfortable chill. So that's what they were waiting on. That's fine. They can eat something, but the irony is that Hungry Hydra doesn't get any bigger, so that's kind of funny. But they have to block with Hydra and lose it. So, okay. And we say go. Ooh, now what if they have the board wipe? Okay, they don't. If they have the board wipe, it's like, wow, this is a whole new game. I don't think there's anything in there that we need to sideboard for. I'm happy with where we're at. Our opponent just seems to be trying to do too much with what they got going on. On the draw, sure, I'll keep this. Deck, what is wrong with you, deck? Why do you hate me? Why so many lands? Okay, let's play Surge Mare out. Surge Mare, though, is like, I'm here to save you from ourselves. Omen Speaker. I would like to Essence Scatter that, sure, but in the same hand, I was happy to risk it for Surge Mare. Now, isn't that annoying? Let's do this. Wait, what did they scry? 2 cards. Oh, they kept 2 on top. That's never good. And we'll say go. Luminous Bonds. Well, okay. That's what they bonds. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, Jesus. Take the wheel. Yeah, I'm happy just keeping up Essence Scatter here. Because, in a way, we win the race. They've now put us on like a 13 turn clock with Millstone. Okay, see, now that's a good grab. We could equip it, but then if they play a big creature out, then we're kind of annoyed. So again, I'm going to keep up Essence Scatter, keep being annoying. And then next turn, well, depending on what they do this coming turn, we could actually Marauder's Axe our Pioneer. Like if their plan is, oh, we'll mill them to death, unless they're like our opponent with 2 of those ridiculous rebuildings. Our opponent does nothing because they know. They know to be afraid. All right, let's try and do this. Do they have an answer? They apparently do not. I'm going to attack for 3 in the air. And again, I'm just happy to keep up Essence Scatter and play this grindy game. Oh, I should not be F6 there. But Electrify, can't do anything about that. That's fine. They did do it on our end step, and then they do nothing during their main phase. Interesting. Do we mirror image? And then 3, 4, 5. Then that keeps us up to, yeah, let's just mirror image our Pioneer. Psych. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Come on. Ooh. Whoops. Alright, well, we'll do it now. Better late than never. Not really all that better, but it's better. We lost our skilled animator. No. Wait. Oh, why is that thing still on? That's not what we want. It is not what we want. Alright, we got a diamond mirror. So we could diamond mirror, cage one of these. We could just cage this as well. Alright, well, let's see first if they want to trade. Let's see if they double block. Or they do something annoying like shocking it. Okay, you go away. I'm assuming. And combat main. Play you. We'll pick white to throw them off the essence scatter trail. We'll equip there and say go. And yes, you mill us for 2 more. What have we lost so far? Hey, all of our really nice engineer, another pioneer. Something big, something worth essence scattering. Yes, you're worth essence scattering. Come on. Good card, good card, good card. Hey, that is a good card. Alright, let's begin combat. Let's attack. Do they want to chump block? The answer is no. End combat, main. And we'll play out a 5/5. And say go. They got something else big and annoying. That's okay. That's okay. Because we're going to Hieromancer's Cage that thing for sure. I do admire them for just taking all the fun gold cards that they could. Yep. That can go away. It's also impressive that we've drawn 7 islands to 1 plains. But we've got them on a pretty good clock here. Oh, they just take it. Interesting. Unfortunately, they still have 2 turns. Now they've just bought another turn. Ooh, and they just mill us right away. Okay. So they're all in on the mill plan. Got it. Gonna play that out. Gain another life. And attack. Now, they don't have to block the Diamond Mare, but I would think they want to. Nope, they want to go down to 1. Maybe they have the board wipe now. And they're just not worried about it. Nope. All right, well, match 2, simple enough. Wasn't, I don't think, the best, most aggressive deck that we've played. We'll see in match 3. And match 3, we get to play first again, so that's been, you know, something that's been fortunate enough for us. All right, Bugler. I'm happy to keep this because I think it's a safe bet that we end up drawing with Bugler. Again, I'm going to play 2 islands first in case we do draw our Surge Mare. Ooh, they have an explosive apparatus. So they're probably in the artifact deck. Hey, look what we can do. All right, next turn, Bugler. That'll be nice. I hope. Pay costs. Ooh, bookcase. Interesting. Okay, so we're definitely throwing in Invoke the Divine in our next game. Because this card is just, it's annoying. It's not fun to deal with. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we'll take a skilled animator. It's unfortunate that we saw both of them right next to each other. But one is better than none. Hey, they have their own. Isn't that fun? Now we could, is it just until this leaves the battlefield? So we could switcheroo for their explosive apparatus. That'd be pretty funny. Yes, we take 5. We've seen this before. It is impressive with 2 animators in our deck that we've not been able to do this once. The turn 1 or turn 2 artifact into the turn 3. Okay. Now we really do need that 5th land. Well, so we could play out Stag. And then that'd be nice, and that we can double block, or they then have to spend their 3 mana to make this unblockable. Let's go for that. Wait, well, my thought is too, like, what if they have a disperse or something like that, and then they ruin our plan to have animator out? But if they have disperse, we're pretty much, we're hurting regardless. Star Crown also allows us to be a bit aggressive. So does animator, though. And they know we have animator, so... Yeah, I think I'm okay doing this. We get our own 5/5 out. This can now attack. What are you chatting? Lol. Choose any target. I just did. Wait, oh, cancel. No, I'm not doing that. It thought I wanted to sacrifice it. Isn't that silly? Begin combat. Yes, I will attack here. Alright, next turn. Come on. All we need is our 5th land, and we're switcherooing, and we're taking their explosive apparatus. Which I think would be pretty hilarious. My guess is they're going to make this unblockable. If they don't, I'll be impressed. Or they could attack. Okay, interesting. No, you know what? We'll go to 10. Main. They got 4 cards. Or 4 mana. 4 cards. Ooh, Chaos Wand. Interesting. Come on, land. Yes, we did it. We're going to switch our Bugler and their explosive apparatus. That's kind of nice, isn't it? I think it's pretty nice. We don't have a disperse in our deck, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about that getting bounced. They're just thinking, do I want to do this? Yes. Okay, now if they do disperse this back to their hand, I'll be a little bummed. Oh, they're going for the Chaos Wand. What do they hit? Anticipate? Yep. Okay. Maybe they're thinking we have a disperse in our deck. We do not. No, we don't. But they did get to draw a card. But that was their turn, so that's pretty nice. We're swinging on them for 10 this turn. We could also swing for more than 10. But no, we want to play out. We want to play our creatures. Playing the axe and equipping it, I don't think is what we're looking for right now. Come on, switcheroo, get us to the promised land of the 2-1. Now they do have some decisions to make. What do I do? Do I block? Do I go to 5? Okay, I'm happy to yeah, this makes me feel good. Although when they do this right now, this drops down to just an explosive apparatus. That's kind of funny. End combat, main. Ooh, or do we play the stag? Because then the stag can tap down whatever creature they play. Yeah, let's do that. I like that more. And we can play the axe. Yeah, I think that I think sounds pretty good. And then next turn, we can potentially swing for 11. Ooh, they're doing it again. What do they hit? Nothing. Ooh, Essence Scatter, which they cannot play. I'm assuming they're going to scoop here. Yep, okay. On to game 2. Definitely going to throw and Invoke the Divine. I think we just get rid of Trusty Pack Beast. Although Trusty Pack Beast, it's a nice creature. Nah. Have we seen it once this draft? I don't think so. But Switcheroo, see, big fan of you. That kind of rhymes. But I like this card because of situations like that. Your opponent's kind of all in on one creature, and you're able to just say, don't mind if I do. Thanks. Thank you. This is a pretty awesome hand. We're going to keep it. Ooh, they're red, so they may have been just stuck on a color all last game as well. That will remain to be seen. Upkeep. There's our Invoke. Now I'm hoping we can get something like a Field Creeper here. That'd be really nice. Although, if they just counter it, that would make me sad. Nothing to play. Nothing from them. Alright, they want to counter whatever I end up playing. There's no way they don't have a counter spell. So I'm just not gonna play anything. And just pray for a 4th land. What are they playing? Play an artifact or enchantment. Ooh, a 4/3 trampler. Awesome. Come on, land. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do we do? Do we play out Mentor? Sure. Let's play out Mentor of the Meek. We've got both animators, but no artifacts. 4th land would feel pretty good right about now. Rogue's Gloves, okay. Okay. So we can invoke that, which is nice. Unfortunately, our opponent is going to get to draw a card. And somehow our deck, which I think is fairly decent, is just bumbling all over the place. Main. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We swing for 2 and then just keep up Invoke to get rid of this before damage next turn. I think that's fine. This is so sad. So sad. Oh my goodness. I have to discard because I don't know how to count. Wow. I'm special. I am special. I don't want to discard you. I don't want to discard any of you. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Scholar. Although the Scholar's a great blocker, so why get rid of it? Because I'm dumb. Okie dokie. Artichoke. We're just going to do this now. Because, like, yeah. Should have just done it last turn. But I'm special. Here, they're just going to cancel it. And then I'm going to feel real smart. But we're back to 20. We're winning. But they didn't see that coming. Paying costs. Hey, that's fun. If we draw a 4th land, we can get rid of it. Do we want to sacrifice a creature? Honestly, no, but taking 5 I don't think is an option. Hey, we did it. I mean, I still think we're just so far behind that it's going to be darn near impossible to catch up. Although next turn we can play Stag down. Stag blocks this, and then we're kind of stabilized. I'd be happy to just trade off the Scholar of Stars for it. Yes. But at least we had this to get rid of their big flying threat. Okay, Omen Speaker, that's not... There's definitely worse things we could have seen. Turn, what is this, 5 or 6? Come on. What are you doing? Well, I'm assuming they're not just scrying 2 to the top if they're thinking about it. Come on. Two on top. Okay, well, never mind. Shows what I know. And then another thing. Explosive apparatus. Okay. Switcherooski. Not happening today. Although I guess now we don't have Scholar of Stars down is okay because it would have just got blown up by the explosive apparatus. Now they're just going to lightning strike this. If they lightning strike it, I might scoop. Although I guess we still have one more turn because we can play Gearsmith Guardian down. We take 5. Technically could take 7. Yep. Mana issues are fun. I know, and I'm playing 17 land. Who'd have thunk it? We started off with a pretty ideal hand. And we've drawn 1 land over 6. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. So if they attack next turn, we're dead. We then have to absorb 3. So we can do this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Diamond Mare. We're going to say blue. We're going to then anticipate and gain a life and find our godforsaken 5th land. We almost whiff. Impressive. We play our 5th land, and then we say go. And then this coming turn, assuming they don't kill the Diamond Mare, we go down to a very low number. We're going down to 4, 5, 6. If they have something like a shock, that would be unfortunate. If they have a lightning strike, that would also be unfortunate. If they have an electrify, equally unfortunate. Begin combat. Go to attacks. Now we could be really greedy here and not block this, but I think we just have to. And then we watch it just get sure struck, and it doesn't matter. Down to 6. 4 cards in hand for our opponent. Plenty of power. Okay. Concede. Jeez. We smashed them that game if we just have literally a 4th land, 5th land. Alright. Our deck is fine. Our deck is fine. We just apparently cannot draw land when we need it. 'Tis quite impressive. Yes, we want to play first. Solid hand. Turn 2 anticipate. Turn 3 bugler. Ooh, they had a mulligan. They keep 6. On the draw is not terrible. Scry on the top. Okay. Here we go. All right. No more land. I guess we could go for a 5th, but we're going to anticipate. Ooh, do we take Essence Scatter or our 5th land or Field Creeper? I think I'm pretty happy taking Essence Scatter here. You guys go on the bottom. Draw. All right, let's go for it. I assume they have Essence Scatter. Maybe they don't. Yes, we will take our Skilled Animator or Pioneer. Ooh. The Pioneer's there. The Animator is nice. And it will work once we play our Guardian out. Yeah, we'll just take the Animator. It's just higher upside. Okay. What do they got? What's their turn 3 drop? They did have to mulligan, so maybe they just don't have as ideal of a hand as we may think they do. And they're just afraid to go down to, 5. Begin combat. Attack for 2. Oh, it does have vigilance. I always forget that. And we don't have anything to play this turn though, but we do have our 5th land Gearsmith Guardian next turn out, so that'll be nice. And then it becomes a 7/5 with the Animator. What do we got? Yeah, we'll Essence Scatter that. We could have saved it for Demanding Dragon, since that's just not a fun card to play against, but I think we're okay here. Now they're tapped out. There's nothing they can do about this. I'm just doing it before I attack, so I don't attack and then hit 6 and then skip it. I know, terrible reason, but I'm feeling okay right now. If we can get into next turn without them playing something really annoying like a Demanding Dragon, I'll be pretty happy. Although if they do play Demanding Dragon, hey, they did it. Do we sacrifice the Bugler or take 5? I think we take 5 and then just Hieromancer's Cage this. No, we do not want to sacrifice a creature. We will take the 5. Main. Upkeep. I guess that's not bad. Explosive Apparatus. Pretty fine draw there. A land would have been fine too. Play you out, and then you get to turn into a 5/5 next turn. And we attack with all creatures. Alright, we got them down to 11. If they play something annoying like their own artifact of some sort or enchantment, we are going to invoke the Divine it. Like that. It's going to invoke the Divine for sure. Play an Animator. Play an Animator. Do it. Do it now. My guess is our opponent got a little flooded. 6 lands, and we've only seen 3 spells out of them. End combat main. Okay, end. Draw. Hey, another land. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for this. Do they have the counter spell? It would appear not. And now we swing for lethal. Ooh, are they scooping? Nope, they're paying costs on something. Electrify. Sad day. That happens. But all in all, I'm not too upset about it. Attack with all creatures. So right now they're on a 2-turn clock because we can explosive apparatus their face. But if we play down the Surge Mare, that gives us another threat on the board. And I think that's more important than getting rid of this Rogue's Gloves. So call me crazy, but we're going to slam that card down. Oh, that was so dumb of me. Well, I guess if I would have known they were going to kill something, yeah. But either way, I think we're okay. Did they do it begin combat, or did they electrify it main phase? I think they did it begin combat. I'm going to say begin combat because then that makes me feel better about not missing the obvious 2 damage I just missed out on. Our opponent seemingly having nothing in hand. And we will attack with everything. They've got 2 cards in hand. They definitely flooded a bit. 7 lands and only playing 4 or 5 spells. Paying costs. Disperse. The Hieromancer's Cage. Okay. I mean, I see what you're doing. Ooh, it enters the battlefield, so we potentially take 5 again. Very nice. Very nice. Do we want to take 5? Sure, because we can Hieromancer's Cage it again in on our main phase. They can still only block 1 creature, it would seem. Maybe they thought we were going to sacrifice a creature. They got 1 card in hand. What could it be? Like Uncomfortable Chill? Does that save them? Like they could Sure Strike here. Nope. Oh, wait. Why? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is kind of annoying. Somehow I just always miss what needs to be done. Like all I had to do is pump this once and then we're Gucci. All right, we're going to play you out. And next turn we will not be denied. They only have 1 card in hand. Now 2. Are they both spells? There better be some good spells. I like that play. Like, that's really annoying to disperse. Okay, so we still got the 2-1. I did not play that as cleanly as possible, but I just feel like our deck was better than theirs. Mana issues, regardless. You know, the 2-1. A 2-1 is good because it means you have an above-average win percentage. I'm fine with that, but man, I feel like we should be winning more trophies than we are, and that's just frustrating. But overall, that was a fun deck. We did fairly well with it, so I can't complain. If you're enjoying the content, please do hit that subscribe button, throw it a like, share it wherever you want. It would definitely help me out, mean a lot. But either way, thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next video. Peace.